Hello and welcome to the video where we'll be discussing about iris classification on the dataset. To begin with the analysis, first things first, we'll be importing the necessary libraries that are required for classification. Primarily, we'll be needing pandas library to manipulate the data frames. Next, we'll be using sklearn library, from which we'll be needing model selection for splitting the dataset into training and testing, linear model for logistic regression, and metrics for printing the accuracy score. Next, we'll be reading the CSV file and storing it into data frame called DS. Here we copied the path where the iris dataset resides, and using read CSV we are storing it in DF. As you can see, the DF has been verifies that the dataset has been loaded, and it tells us that it has the shape of 150 rows and 6 columns. Then we split the dataset into training as well as testing sets. For that, we'll be defining the xtrain, xtest, ytrain, and ytest as follows. We'll be using the train test split on the DF, where we have used the drop function, as we don't want the species column to be used in the training and testing, as we are going to classify this iris according to its species based on the 4 attributes we have in our dataset, that is sepal length, sepal width, petal length, and petal width. So we'll be dropping the column species by specifying its axis, that is 1, and we'll be giving the test size as 0.2 because we want 20% of the dataset to be reserved for testing. Then we prepare the dataset by separating the features and the target variable. Here we have 4 features which we have mentioned in this, and then the target variable is species, which we are going to predict. So we set the xtrain parameters and xtest parameters as follows, and then we are going to choose the machine learning algorithm as logistic regression for classification. Here we call the logistic regression method, in which we fit the dataset to the training set and train the model by passing the parameters xtrain and ytrain. Then we test the model by using the testing set for prediction and calling the .predict method on xtest. We are storing the result in yprediction. Then we'll check the accuracy of our prediction by passing the ytest and yprediction data frames, or let's say the result is getting stored in ypred, so we'll be checking the accuracy of that using the ytest. And then it prints accuracy as 1, which is really good, as whenever accuracy reaches 1, it means that the logistic regression is able to predict the values really accurate. Then we create a new instance, as we're going to predict the species by using new values, set of values which is provided in new iris. We'll use a previously trained model, that is clf.predict method, on our newly set values, that is new iris. And now when we print the prediction, it tells us that the species iris setosa has been classified according to the attribute values that we have provided. So that was all for the iris classification. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you in next video. Till then, bye.